the mayor came out and announced that there are going to have to be some evacuations, and that he has all of the local resources engaged in building up the dike and taking other measures to protect the city because of flooding, and obviously with a tremendous amount of rain, the river is coming up substantially. We want to make sure that the city has all of the state and federal resources that they need to do everything that they can. Mayor Zimbelman just took us around the community and showed us the dike and where they need to do what they can to protect the existing dike, but also they're working very hard. The city engineers are working very hard with the Corps of Engineers on backup diking. That's in process. The governor has the guard and other resources in here. The main update will be coming at 5 o'clock because the Corps of Engineers is working with the city engineers and the guard to develop their plan. And so the mayor provided a lot of information at noon. At 5 o'clock, he'll provide more information. Really, the point right now is to make sure that we have all of the federal and state resources backing up the local officials here. And that's going on right now. Like I say, we were out looking at the situation, but also at the same time, we've got everybody working together on the backup diking plan. If there's some questions about help with sandbagging, that's something that we can touch on now. Also, we're going to need volunteers, and not just volunteers to help with sandbagging and that kind of thing, but there are people that are going to have to be moved out, and obviously, given the short timeline, we're going to need volunteers to help move some of those folks. So with that, let me turn to, I think the governor has some comments, and then we're going to kind of turn it to the mayor, but I should have done some introductions here. We have Colonel Price here. He is the district commander out of St. Paul with the Corps of Engineers. He has his people in the ground, and they're ready and not only working through the plan, but already contracting dike work and ready to do the dike work that the city and the local engineers want done. Of course, General Cincinnati, Governor Dalrymple. And then on the other side of the mayor, we have Willie Nunn. FEMA is also here on the ground providing assistance, everything with working with the Red Cross and the city to help set up shelters to other emergency assistance. So with that, Governor,
Senator Hoeven, thank you very much. As the Senator said, we are here simply to help the city of Minot and help Mayor Zimbelman in a very difficult situation. As everybody knows, heavy rainfall last night northwest of Minot is going to raise the Souris River up considerably, and we're going to have a challenge here. But I have assured Mayor Zimbelman that all the resources of the state of North Dakota are available to him. We have evaluated his need for National Guard personnel, and we will be able to meet his needs, even though we have other disasters taking place in the state. We will be able to bring in the necessary personnel. The other aspect of this flood fight, of course, is always the state share of any funding that is needed to deal with the aftermath and the damages. We have the funds in place approved by the legislature, and there is no concern in that regard. As the senator said, in this kind of a situation, we do have to continue to remind people that volunteers are an important part of this situation. The National Guard, as good as they are, cannot do everything. They have to use their special skills where they are most needed. There's still going to be a tremendous need for people to help sandbag, move people out of their homes where it is necessary, and keep an eye on dikes and that type of thing. I'll let the mayor go on with that, and I'm sure there'll be much more at 5 o'clock in the way of details. Thank you. Kurt?
Thank you, Governor, and thank you, Senator, for those words. I want to say that this is a time for the community to draw itself up and draw together. It's going to be a time when we're going to need volunteers. We're going to need friends, family, taking care of one another, helping people maybe you don't know of. You've got a storage area or something like that you can let somebody else use. If you've got a place in your home for others, this is the time to do it. I want to thank the state. I know without a doubt that they are going to commit all the resources that we need in order to fight the battle. And we haven't lost by any means. I mean, we're going to work at this with the secondary dike situation to allow us to win this battle. There may be some hardships along the way. We know that can happen. But we are in it for the long run. And certainly we've learned a lot in the last 3 hours of trying to put a organized plan together for secondary diking, how we're going to handle housing, that kind of thing, and we'll have more detail at 5 o'clock press conference.
Okay. With that, Colonel Price, anything from the Corps' end that you want to comment? And again, the Corps provides both technical assistance and direct assistance. They're doing that right now in helping the city build their plan. Any specifics you want to mention, Colonel?
Thanks, Senator. Thanks, Governor, and thank you, Mayor. Just to let you know that the Corps is here to help and do whatever we can to help the city of Minot and citizens and the surrounding communities. I got commitments from my boss, John Walsh, whatever we need from the Corps perspective, they'll give us what we need to assist in getting these secondary levees constructed in a timely manner. And to let you know, we're working at almost every hour with the National Weather Service to make sure we know what's going to be on the ground and what's going to come on the ground in our modeling to make sure that we have the right level of protection when and where we need it. But I'm happy to be here and got a great team assembled to help the citizens of Minot.
From the guard perspective?
Thank you. Good afternoon. This morning, when we all learned what we were faced with in the coming days, the governor immediately sent me here to provide assurances that North Dakota National Guard will be here to do whatever it is we need to do to support the city of Minot and Ward County and everyone up and down the Souris River. We had about 100 soldiers here as of this morning. Right now, there are another 280 that are on their way with some additional equipment, and we have 400 more that are on standby that will be here as soon as we know exactly what the requirements are and what it is we need to do to support the city, support the county. We will be involved in constructing some of the dikes, the protective works, and we'll certainly be involved in monitoring those areas. We'll also be involved in, I'm sure, in traffic control and security. And the good news is we have a lot of experience. The bad news is we have a lot of experience. The bottom line is we will be here in force. We'll do whatever we need to do to support the communities. And even though we have flood fights going on elsewhere, we have the resources, we have the capability to protect lives and property throughout all of Ward County and the city of Minot.
And Willie, Nunn, FEMA. From FEMA's perspective, anything you can put out at this point?
Thank you, sir, and thank you, Mayor and Governor. My name is Willie Nunn, the Federal Coordinating Officer here for FEMA. And as always, we've been here supporting the state to support Minot and support the incident commander. And what we have been doing is looking at the mass care, looking at life-sustaining activities, and making sure that any requests that come through from the mayor to the state to get back to us, we're ready to go. We also have commodities in the state to support the mass care operation, if we have that operation here, to move those commodities here to support those people in shelters if need be. And any other federal support, we're on standby. Also, we're looking ahead and strategizing on where we might need those assets in place if we're asked to put them there. So we're here for the long haul as well, in support of the state and to the city.
Actually, any specific questions at this point? And then we'll wrap up because they want to continue to make sure they've got maps and the full plan for you at 5 o'clock.
Senator Perry, I think we get to.
Yeah, Perry.
We're talking about still building secondary dikes and that sort. Should people expect your water to be coming over throughout town, or is there still a chance that there could be nice work done that will save maybe parts of the town from water? Or
The mayor talked about zones 5 and 6 at the noon press conference, so you're aware of that. What he's gonna have for you at 5 o'clock is they're right now preparing their plans, so they'll give you their best estimate of where they've got the backup protection and where there isn't that backup protection, and that'll correlate with those areas where people should be moving out. About it, Mayor? What if you want to add to that? Anything else?
Can you describe the phone call you were just on a moment ago? Who was on it and what was discussed?
Well, we were talking with the Emergency Operations Center, not only with the National Guard, but with the local engineers here as well as Corps engineers. And again, this is all part of building the plan. And again, they're moving very fast because they want to, do everything they can before Thursday. They're looking at a crest on Thursday. Okay? Thanks, guys. We'll have more for you at 5 o'clock.